Hello there, and a warm welcome. Have you ever been stuck in a position where you felt there was absolutely no hope to get out of that place? I was talking to one of my beautiful subscribers in the past week, and she shared with me that that is the place that she was in. And I have such empathy for that because I've had several of my own challenges in that way. So one of them was many, many, many years ago, I was stuck in a career that I didn't love anymore. I had trained as a musician. I was playing in the South African Army Band, and I just didn't like it anymore. It was torture to go to work every day. And I can remember scouring the newspapers every Sunday for absolute months, probably a year, because I just didn't know what would be able to change. I couldn't afford to go and do another 4-year degree. And I felt so hopeless and so stressed, and I just hated every Monday morning. And in fact, of course, you've probably experienced as well, Sunday afternoons, the blues started already. So I've got very, very, very a close experience with how it is in a career when you just don't want to be there anymore. And then another thing where I've been stuck was in a health thing. I fell down some stairs in 2021, and tissue, our body tissue, can heal within 12 weeks. But I was stuck with that pain for around about 8 months. Instead of the 12 weeks, it just carried on and on and on. And it was so uncomfortable. And every time there was a flare up, I can remember feeling that for some reason, whatever the reason was, I was being punished. Every time it returned and there was a flare up, I felt that I was being punished for something. And I just didn't even know what it was. So that was a hopeless feeling. It's like, when will this ever end? Will I ever get out of here? It was just too horrible. And then a third thing was stuck in a relationship where I shouldn't have been. I, yeah, I should have left many, many, maybe months, maybe years before I actually did decide to leave. But I was stuck in there thinking, I made the decision to get married to this person. I made my bed, I should lie in it. So I felt completely stuck there, and I felt like, well, it was my fault that I was there. I made the wrong decision, and now I have to stick it out. But that also went together with huge hopelessness, frustration. Like, is this the way my life is going to be? All we can see when we're in that hopeless place is a bleak future, right? And that is just so horrible. So I have close experience with feeling stuck in a place. And then that feeling of absolute hopelessness, like this is going to be like this forever. Do I have to live like that? That is just horrible. So I want to bring a little bit of hope today. I want to first of all just share a little bit about how the brain works. When we have a problem to figure out, our brain absolutely hyper focuses on that problem. It says, right, we've got a problem here, Houston. We've got to stay focused on this problem to try and figure it out. So no, let me not say no, but very little creative thinking can happen in that kind of brain space. When we are so hyper focused, it's like we focused on the problem and not actually letting any new ideas, any fresh ideas come to us because we are focused on the problem. So it creates a state sort of hyper focus, narrow focus, whereas the brain works best with creative thinking and bringing solutions when we are relaxed with an open focus, because then ideas and thoughts from the peripheral can come to us. It's not directly related, but it's like our peripheral vision can open up when we are calm and relaxed and in a really good space. Now, that's exactly what doesn't happen when we're so hyper focused on a stressful problem, right? It's I've got to figure, I don't know how I'm going to solve this. This is horrible. We get more and more stressed, and all we do is we get more hyper focused on the problem. So, one of the best ways that I know of to get us into a better feeling state where different solutions can show up is to use EFT tapping. And so that's what we're going to do a little bit of today. So first of all, I'd like you to think of the thing that is your stuck place. Where is that for you? I shared some of mine, and just think for yourself. So where is the place where you maybe feel stuck, like this will never change? I'm going to be here forever. I've lost hope. I've been in this place for so long. It's just not possible for it to change anymore. So if you just think of that thing for you, just start bringing it to mind. And then before we start tapping, I'd just like to remind you that you need to take responsibility for yourself and for your own tapping. Yes, I'm not there to support you. I don't know how intense this is for you. So just the best thing you can do when emotions arise is to keep tapping. If you feel that it gets too strong, stop tapping and get support from somebody, an EFT professional or somebody else who can support you. So please take care of yourself. And also, of course, I'm not there with you to hear the kind of words that you use. I'm just going to use general words that should suit most people, but at any time, just feel free to change the words and make it your own. So let's start tapping. I've got a few notes here on my left-hand side, so I just wanted to be able to glance there from time to time. So if you see my eyes wandering, I'm not distracted. I'm fully focused on making this video, and I'm supporting you to tap through some discomfort. So as you think about that place where you are stuck and where you don't know how to go forward, how this will ever change, just notice what emotions that come up for you. Notice if you have sensations in your body and how all of that feels and what you're thinking. And then let's just do a few rounds of tapping and maybe get you to a better feeling place where different things are possible. So start on the side of the hand and say, even though this is just a horrible stuck place and I'll never get out of it, I soothe and comfort myself. And usually in traditional tapping, we repeat this 3 times, but because of a bit of time pressure today, I'm just going to do it once, and you can repeat the tapping with a video again. So let's just tap through all the points. So I'm in a stuck place, and it just feels absolutely horrible. By the way, if you don't know the points, just follow along with where I'm going, and there are some videos where you can look up all the points as well. I'm in a stuck place, and I'll never get out of it. This very stuck, nasty old place that I'm in. I'm so stuck here. I'm afraid I'll never get out of it. This is just a horrible place. And I don't know what will change to help me to get out of it. I've been here for so long that I don't think anything will change. And now the point is under the arms on the seam of your body where a lady's bra strap is, if you don't see where I'm tapping. This horrible stuck place. And I don't know what to do about it. And then I tap the inside of the wrist, all the stuckness and each finger point. I'm just feeling stuck with this. Nothing will ever change for me. I'm so stuck. This is just a stuck, horrible place, and I don't know what will move. All the stuckness. Oh, boy, and I just had a nice little sigh. Just check for yourself if your body also wants to sigh or stretch or yawn. Change your position if you need to. And then if you haven't already, taken a nice deep breath out, let it out like a big sigh. Good. Now you may already be feeling a little bit different than than before we started, and just check for yourself. So if you think about your stuck place right now, how do you feel? What do you think? What are your emotions and your sensations in your body? Maybe it's changed from hopelessness to sadness, or a little bit more hope, or some different thoughts. I don't know what's true for you. So let's just tap in this way. Then I can incorporate whatever it is that you're thinking and feeling. So even though this is how I'm feeling about being stuck in this place, I soothe and comfort myself. And maybe I can still allow myself to accept myself anyway. This is how I'm feeling about the stuck place. And I'm just going to name a few things that may be true for you. If they're not, just skip to the next one, or name what is true for you. I'm sad about being here. I feel hopeless. Somehow I feel like I'm being punished. I'm being punished every time this thing comes to mind. That's what it feels like to me. Or maybe you're feeling like this will never change. So I fear that this will never, ever, ever change for me. I fear that I'm going to be stuck with this thing in this position forever. And that is indeed a very bleak future. And I'll never get out of this place. I see no hope, no change. And I can't bear to think of a future that looks like this. All of these uncomfortable emotions. And this is how I'm feeling today. I will just continue one more round. So just continue with me. So many uncomfortable emotions around this. There is fear about the future. Will I really have to live like this forever? I cringe inside when I think about that. That would be just awful. That is bleak, and I don't want to live like that. And I'm sad about being in this position. I feel like I'm being punished. Maybe somehow also I feel like this was my fault. If I'd made different life choices early on, I wouldn't be in this position. So it is all my fault and I'm to blame. Nice old pointy finger there, right? We all have that pointy finger, that inner judge. All of this fear about the future, about nothing changing for me, and I'll have to live with this forever. And then rest your arms. And if you haven't already taken a nice deep breath, let it out like a big sigh. Right. So I don't know where you are with this issue at the moment and how things are feeling for you, but just check in. If you think of your original issue, whatever the thing is that you're stuck with, relationship, career, health, money, just check in. If you think about that now, what are your thoughts? What are your emotions, sensations in the body? And what I'm going to do is add a little bit of hope into the tapping right now. If you're not there yet, it won't work for you because we don't like it'll just bring up resistance. So what I suggest then is play this part again where we tapped for all the emotions that you are feeling and just get that down to a 3 or a 4 before you start doing the round that I'm going to introduce now. So let's start again over here. So even though I may still have some of this emotion left, maybe I can be open to the possibility that as I start feeling better, I'll be able to see some different options. My ears will be tuned to another channel, and my vision will be able to see different options. I may still have some of the original emotion left, and that's okay. I don't have to be rid of all of it today. I'm just making a start here after being stuck for such a long time in the same place. And I'm willing to believe, or maybe I can say, I'm willing to be open to the possibility that as I start feeling better about this, as the tapping is supporting me to release and let go of some of this difficult emotion, that I'll be able to notice some different thoughts, some different feelings, some different sensations. And that will start opening up some new possibilities for me. New ways of thinking. Maybe I'll hear some different things around me that my ears were not tuned to before. Maybe I'll notice and add somewhere, or a possibility, or an option with my eyes that I wasn't able to notice before. So just one more round. Maybe I can be open to some new possibilities here. And I can also continue the tapping every day a little bit for every difficult emotion that shows up. Because no emotion is negative. They're all just messengers from my inside. And I'm willing to listen to them. And then I'm willing to release them as well as I become aware of what I'm thinking and feeling. And I'd love to be open to the possibility that different things can happen for me. That perhaps some different options can show up for me. I'd love to feel free and light and see different options and different possibilities. Good. Rest your arms. Take a nice deep breath in. Oh, goodness, I feel better, more lighthearted, free, and I'm not stuck in a horrible place right now. So I hope this was useful for you and that it brought you a little bit of freedom from some difficult emotions that really can keep us stuck in a dark and hopeless place. So let me know how this went for you, and you can always repeat this video many times actually. If you're new to tapping, you may want to repeat this quite a few times. Otherwise, just take some ideas from here and keep tapping for your difficult situation. And I wish you the absolute very best. I've come through some of my own really stuck places, and therefore I know it is possible to come out of them, even though in the moment it might not feel like it. But keep tapping, support your body to just release some of these difficult emotions that can keep us stuck in a place. And I wish you the very, very best for the situation that you're in now. My name is Liesl Teversham, and I work with sensitive introverts, and I help them to thrive in relationships, health, and in their life. Thank you for watching.